people of Camden, those who are the least, the last, and the lost, need to hear the redeeming message of Christ. This is our story of hope. She has a name, the branch of Seeds of Hope that ministers exclusively to the ladies that walk the streets of Broadway, those in bondage to drugs and prostitution. The women on the street are looked at as modern-day lepers, untouchables, trash. These women are someone's daughter, sister, and in most cases, someone's mother. She has a name. To the Lord, they are priceless and precious.
He's just sitting there. He doesn't even have anybody pulled over. That's like, stay off the corner. Don't sell drugs here today. There you go. Drug sale. Hand it over. And done. Money back. Right in broad daylight. It's crazy.
I'm 27.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, you're good. Tell about your kids.
I have 2 little boys, a 7-year-old Noah and a 5-year-old Christopher. I used to be a CNA and work for the state. And
Right.
I got in a car accident and got put on Oxycontins. Got addicted to them. My prescription got stopped. My little brother was a heroin addict, so I was sick from the pills, so he introduced me to dope. So I've been hooked on heroin and cocaine for the past 2 years. And I'm trying to dig myself out of a hole, but it's coming along.
He is now?
Yeah, I was 5 months pregnant with twins, with girls, and he kicked me down the stairs where I lost both my kids. He didn't even care. He said if I told the cops that he pushed me, that he was going to kill my whole family. Having a good job, having my own house, my kids, a car, to being a freaking junkie hooker. Walking on Broadway.
All right, we love you. All right,
you.
sweetheart.
All
All right, be
right,
careful. If you
thank
need anything,
you.
call. All right? My phone's always on. You know that.
All
All right, bye, honey.
Amanda.
We just have the awesome privilege to reach out to young women who are just broken and find themselves in a desperate place in their lives. The privilege that we have is that we carry the message of the gospel and the hope of Jesus Christ in these women's lives and the transformation that it brings. We know that his love is compelling. There's no barrier that he can't break, and we get to pull up alongside of these young women who are someone's daughter, someone's mother, someone's sister, someone's friend, with a real truthful message about the love of Christ that's not based on performance or not based on failure, but really just based on the finished work of Christ. None of what we're able to do on the streets would be possible without the generous donations of people from all different walks of life. This ministry is raw, but we'll have you know that there's lunches that we provide, clothing that we provide, female products, just numerous things that many hands bring together to make this possible. We're on the street in a very raw way, and we really want to continue to love on these young women. We build trust and we come into relationships. Our goal really is to get the women into detox, into Christian rehabs, and then really the goal would be to reconcile them first to the Lord, to really heal their heart and their lives and make them whole, and then really just bring them back into their families and reunite them with their children. That's our prayer. So as we continue to be out there, we just would really ask that you would pray for us, because we are in enemy territory, but as we go forward, we know that we'll continue to be victorious, and we trust that God will change these lives one life at a time. Just wanted to leave you with a story. A couple of months ago, a young woman, when we were downtown serving breakfast, came across the street and ran over and said, "Do you remember me?" And she had a little guy with her, about 2 years old, and she said, "You reached out to me several years ago on the street. I want to let you know that I went into Teen Challenge and that I've been in recovery for 2 years." And she's now reunited with her son, and she's working and reconciled with her family. And I have to tell you that I was very undone in that moment, that God allowed us to see what only he can do in their lives. This is really how we go forward in this ministry. We just ask for your continued prayers. If you feel led to support us financially, we have a vision for a safe house on the street where women volunteers can continue to really embrace these young women in an environment that's safe, and we can continue to foster relationships and really demonstrate the love of Christ in practical ways. Thank you so much just for your time and your prayers. God bless you.
What you're about to see is our Sunday street ministry. It's been going on for about 8 years here in Camden, right between the CVS and TD Bank. Hundreds of people come every Sunday of the year in the morning. And then the Lord always sends someone or a couple of people who just need to feel the touch of the Lord, and that's what we're here for.
Over 20,000 lives are fed, clothed, and ministered to each year by My Father's Hands, a branch of Seeds of Hope Ministries.
We're here outside of the Fellowship House. This is where we have our Saturday morning breakfast. We call this our block, 1700 block of South Broadway. We do a lot of outreach and ministry here. Right behind me, probably about 50 yards behind me, is a spot where the girl was killed as she was putting her baby into the back of the car. She was 20 years old.
When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison or go to visit you? Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me.
My name is Irving Stewart, and I'm sitting here at one of the transitional houses on Carmel Boulevard, 622 to be exact, where I've been residing here for now approximately 4 years. You know, after leaving Riverfront, where I resided for approximately 7 years, I came affiliated with South Jersey Aftercare. Everything is Christ-centered, and it brought me closer to the Lord, and which I'm very grateful for. A second chance does work.
One of the greatest gifts that God allowed me to see through this program is the humility of the people that run this program. And they are my true brothers and sisters, because growing up I really didn't have any. It was just me. And I'm very thankful that the Lord allowed me a second chance.
South Jersey Aftercare became my family that I never knew. And I just so grateful today. It's just a wonderful place. If you want to get to know God and want to have a good walk with the Lord, whether you can change your life and be a better parent, a better father to your children and your grandchildren.
I was incarcerated for 7 years, 4 months, and 3 hours, and I thank God for South Jersey Aftercare and for them being an outlet for me, or a place for me to come and get my life on track. South Jersey Aftercare is about change, and I thank God for the change that it's bringing in my life.
Brenda and I would like to thank you for taking the time to view this video. The Lord has us here in Camden. It's an awesome place where we know the Lord, if He were here today, would be walking the streets. The people here are desperate. We are here as His hands and feet on the streets of Camden, and we value your support. For those of you who have already supported the ministry in volunteering or financially or with prayer, we thank you. We operate here in Camden in enemy territory. We consider it such a privilege that the Lord has called us to be here, reaching out to people that the world would rather kick to the curb or pretend don't exist.
One thing that we think is just really important for you to know is that it's an awesome privilege to pull up alongside of people who are broken and hurting in today's world. There's just so much of that going on, not only in Camden, but all over the world. And we have a unique opportunity to really pull up alongside of people with the love of Christ and demonstrate His love for them in practical ways. And as we've come to learn personally, that kindness really can change a life and turn a life around. So we really consider it just an awesome opportunity to be here and to just love people where they are and just continue to pray for them that the Lord will transform their hearts and lives in a way that only He can.
If you would like to find out more about the ministry, we suggest that you visit our website. It's seedsofhopeministries.org. On that website, you'll be able to find out how to volunteer, how to pray, and how to donate. We are so excited about what the Lord is doing through the ministry. He is allowing us to plant seeds of hope, one life at a time, to the least, the last, and the lost.